Have you ever heard of this piece? I believe most of you are familiar with the piece. As you can hear, this Mozart's work was created in order and had a clear structure, also had a comprehensible contrast between moods. The simple thing is like, you can feel the piece is on happy or sad situation. This is called tonality, have tonal center like major or minor key. Other things that can be noticed, after many modulations, the piece always resolved to the home key and edited with cadence. But how about this one? For a few people, maybe the piece is not completely foreign to their ears, while others, who don't seem to find the piece common, will generally ask, "What is this? Why does it sound so clear?" This is one of Arnold Schoenberg's 20th century music works. He was an Austrian composer who was known by his composition style, 12-tone music, or surrealism. It is also renowned for the term Dodecaphony. The usage of 12 notes on chromatic scale produced weird and unfamiliar sounds, resulting in a tonality in the music. That's why music in this era had a much bigger difference compared to the period before it. The composition marked modern music, which shifted to expressionism. Remembering the fact that in art, artists created pictures based on emotional expressions, using lots of colors and shapes, which made their works become non-realistic. This non-realistic picture has the same characteristic with dissonance, making a nightmarish atmosphere in the music played. Schoenberg gradually became convinced that a system was needed, one using all 12 notes of the chromatic scale. He thought a system was especially important to achieve coherence in large-scale instrumental works without texts. He wanted the music to have coherence comparable to the tonal music. Surrealism method depends on a single melody as the basis for the entire composition. This melody is constructed in a special way. It uses all 12 possible pitches before any pitches are repeated. The order of the pitches is called the tone row. Besides the special order for the pitches, Schoenberg allowed various ways to use this tone row. Either you read it from beginning to end, the opposite direction, or you can also compile it upside down. Why? Because it theorized that a melody has an innate identity that is not changed by the angle of view. It is similar to what can be seen by the sculpture. From any side, whether from the front, back, left, or right, the sculpture remains the same despite the different angles. From the given original tone row, or you can say prime, it is practicable to develop using the different views. For inversion, the row is developed by turning it upside down, starting on the first note and move to a same interval as the prime, but with the opposite direction. It is also possible to play the row backwards. This is called the retrograde order. For the retrograde inversion, the row will be backwards and upside down. It is also acceptable to transpose it to any number of semitones, whether it is to go up or down. The 12-tone music was first used by second Viennese school composer Schoenberg, together with his two pupils, Alban Berg and Anton Webern. As a result, other composers started to use this method on their works. Igor Stravinsky, Bela Bartok, Alexander Scriabin, Olivier Messiaen, Dmitri Shostakovich, and many more. With this experiment, music in 20th century sounded more complex and complicated, but it also created a unique style with its own characteristics. If you listen to it more often, your ear will slowly familiarize itself with the music, or possibly even cause a positive addiction to it.